Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the trunk, spec sheet worship gets left at the dealership, and what you're left with is raw, real-world driving truth. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, buckle up, and let's take this 2026 Audi Q5 out for a spin in the real world, not just through glossy brochures or tech-packed PR slides. Exterior. So here it is, the 2026 Audi Q5, one of the best-selling Audis in the lineup, and for good reason. This mid-size luxury SUV has been the sweet spot for buyers wanting Audi refinement, tech, and performance in a practical package. But with 2026, Audi isn't just polishing the badge, they've brought in a sharper design, a smarter interior, and a noticeable shift in how this SUV feels from the driver's seat. Let's start with what you see first at the front. The 2026 Q5 comes in with a more aggressive, squared-off front fascia. The grille is still unmistakably Audi, is now more upright and bold, giving the car a broader stance. It's flanked by ultra-slim LED headlights with signature DRLs that look like they were laser-cut. Audi's digital lighting tech steps in again here, not just for the aesthetics but for adaptive beam precision that reacts smartly to traffic and conditions. Lower down, the bumper gets angular air intakes, not just for looks, but for actual airflow management. Move around to the side and the profile is clean, but more sculpted than before. There's a sharper shoulder line that runs across the length of the car, giving it a more athletic look. Wheel sizes now range from 19 to 21 inches depending on the trim, with the S-Line variant getting gloss black mirror caps and sporty accents. You'll notice slightly squared-off wheel arches this time, a subtle but effective touch that adds to the car's visual strength without going full off-road pretender. The roofline gently tapers toward the rear, maintaining that coupe-like silhouette that buyers in this segment love, but without sacrificing headroom like some rivals do. At the back, Audi's gone for a clean but muscular rear end. The taillights are fully digital OLED, and if you've never seen dynamic rear lighting in action, think animated light signatures when you lock and unlock, you're in for a show. The rear diffuser is pronounced, especially on the sportier trims, and the fake exhaust tips gone. Finally, instead, you get clean lines and a tech-forward finish that doesn't try too hard but still feels premium. Interior. Step inside, and the Q5 continues to do what Audi has always done best, a clean, tech-forward, and beautifully crafted interiors. But this time, they've taken a leap. The dashboard is now completely redesigned, anchored by Audi's new MMI panoramic display system. That's right, gone is the pop-up or tablet-like center screen. Instead, you get a seamless, curved glass panel that spans from behind the steering wheel to the center console. The gauge cluster is, of course, Audi's virtual cockpit, still one of the best digital clusters in the business, fully customizable and ultra-sharp. The central infotainment screen is fast, intuitive, and now supports full haptic feedback. Below it, you won't find a sea of buttons anymore. Most controls have been integrated into the screen or into minimalist toggles. Some may miss the physical knobs, but after a day with the system, you won't be looking back. The materials? Top-notch. Think brushed aluminum, open-pore wood, leather that feels expensive, and tight stitching throughout. Even the ambient lighting system has been upgraded, with multiple color zones and dynamic transitions that actually adapt to drive modes. The seats are incredibly supportive, even in the bass model, and they're heated, ventilated, and in some trims, even massaging. The second row, plenty of legroom and more headroom than you'd expect from the sloping roof line. Audi also includes rear climate control zones, USB-C ports, and sunshades depending on your trim level. Cargo space, it's solid, slightly improved over the outgoing Model A, and the power tailgate is standard, with hands-free access on premium variants. Now let's talk performance, because this isn't just a tech pod on wheels. The 2026 Q5 comes with multiple powertrains. The base model starts with a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that now makes around 265 horsepower, mated to a 12-volt mild hybrid system for smoother stop-starts and improved efficiency. Power delivery is smooth and predictable, and the 7-speed S-tronic dual-clutch transmission shifts quickly when you need it to, and seamlessly when you don't. If you're looking for something more punchy, the SQ5 is still in the mix, packing a turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 with 349 horsepower and a sport-tuned suspension that strikes a near-perfect balance between comfort and cornering grip. Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system is standard across the board, and it remains one of the most confidence-inspiring AWD setups in this segment. Whether you're launching from a wet intersection or carving through a mountain switchback, the Q5 stays composed and planted. For those leaning greener, there's also the plug-in hybrid Q5 TFSIe, combining the same 2.0-liter turbo engine with an electric motor and battery pack. You get about 45 miles of electric-only range in real-world driving, which is enough for most daily commutes. Charge overnight, drive gas-free during the day, and have the engine kicking for longer weekend trips. It's a smooth operator, and Audi's regenerative braking system makes the transition from electric to hybrid mode virtually seamless. Ride quality across the board is superb. Audi's adaptive dampers work behind the scenes to soak up rough pavement without losing that connected German feel. Steering is light but precise, and the car stays flat in corners without feeling overly stiff. This isn't an SUV, and it's not trying to be. But for everyday driving with occasional fun in the twisties, the Q5 delivers with confidence and grace. When it comes to price, the 2026 Audi Q5 starts around $48,000 for the base premium trim, with Premium Plus and Prestige trims climbing up into the mid-50s and low 60s. The plug-in hybrid TFSIe starts around $56,000, while the sportier SQ5 pushes close to $65,000 when well equipped. Is it cheap? Number. But is it competitive for what you get? Absolutely, especially when you stack it up against rivals like the BMW X3, Mercedes GLC, or Lexus NX. The Q5 holds its own, not by screaming for attention, but by doing everything just a little bit better, just a little bit more refined. So, what's the final verdict? The 2026 Audi Q5 doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, and that's a good thing. Instead, it doubles down on what buyers want in this segment: premium design, advanced tech, confident performance, and day-to-day usability. It looks sharper, drives smoother, and feels smarter than the model it replaces. For drivers who want a luxury SUV that nails the fundamentals and adds just enough flair, the Q5 is still one of the most balanced choices on the road. That's it for this ride on Car Flash. If you found this review helpful, give it a thumbs up and drop your thoughts below. Are you Team Audi, or are you leaning toward a different badge? And if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? This is where badge bias gets kicked to the curb, and the only thing that matters is what a car feels like when the rubber hits the road. Until next time, stay sharp, drive smarter, and keep it locked here on Car Flash.